Hi, I'm John Willis, and the cameraman today is my good buddy Brian Ward, and we're going to bring you an instructional video called Kiteboarding at Sugar Beach Resort. There are various reasons why you need special instruction for kiteboarding at Sugar Beach Resort. One being that as you look down here past me, it's a very narrow beach, and as you look to the other side, you'll see the other side, you'll see a big tall building here, 6 stories high, which causes the wind to swirl and cause eddies on the front yard. So I'm going to have Brian give me the camera, and then we will discuss further all the ramifications of rigging and launching and riding at Sugar Beach Resort. One thing that I do want to mention here, that when we ride at Sugar Beach, we only ride when the wind is out of the northwest or the north-northwest. When it turns north, it's offshore. Today we got a nice boat sitting out there to use as a weather vane, and you can see it's pretty much parallel to shore. But if you notice, there's a big gap between McKenna and Kahalavi down there, and when the wind's out of the north, that's where you're going to end up if something breaks and you go out to sea. Whereas when it's northwest or north-northwest, you'll end up right over there. Okay, Brian's got his kite inflated now. So what he's going to do is he's going to, of course, turn it over like anywhere else. But you'll notice he's got a longer extension on his little pump loop there, and he'll take these weights and tie them on to the extension. And the reason for that, as I mentioned before, is that these kites can get backwinded and just flop around and knock the weights off, but by tying them down in this manner, that kite will stay there and it can move around as the wind blows it, but it won't go anywhere. As Brian heads out to the beach to carry his kite up to the canoe holly, I'm going to go grab my kite and follow him on up there, and we'll talk to you when we get there. Here we are up at the canoe holly. We're just up the beach from Sugar Beach. Sugar Beach is right down here, and so we've walked our kites up here. Now here at the canoe holly, we have fairly open a fairly open area upwind of us, so that the wind isn't as convoluted with the buildings. Now Brian is going to go ahead and launch his kite. Up here we do a self-launch. We have found that it generally works as well, if not better, than trying to get anybody to help you once you know the system. Notice Brian rigged from the front so that his lines are doubled back, and he'll simply take his kite and place it on the water. Now Brian likes to hold his board when he launches. I personally like to leave mine on the beach and come back for it. Notice Brian gets out past any shore break that we have, and he will simply place his kite nose down on the water, and once it's on there, he'll back up, but not pull his strings tight right now. He'll just walk them out till they're almost tight, till he sees that there's no snarls. He also walks back across the wind. He doesn't want the kite to be right downwind of him. Once he sees there's no snarls in it, then he's just following it out. Now, as soon as he puts pressure on the kite lines, he drags. You don't want to stand there and hold the kite lines. You want to just drag. Notice the kite will drag out in front of you. Don't be in a hurry to launch it. You want to drag out into the clean air. Just keep it in a vertical position till you're out in the clean air. I'm doing a very nice job. Then once you're out in the pretty clean air, simply bring your kite up overhead as you would anywhere else and go for a ride. Okay, now we'll see if I can do as well as Brian did. I'm picking up my kite, and I will just carry it and place it nose down on the water just beyond any shore break. I walk back and pick up my board. Notice I do not pull my lines tight, but I do look down the lines and make sure that they're not tangled. I walk out following my kite, still not pulling the kite lines tight, allowing the kite to drift out as far as possible from shore. When I get out so deep that it's difficult to keep walking, then I allow my kite lines to become tight and let the kite drag me out. I control the kite to keep the kite from launching, to try to keep it just sitting on the water vertical, and let it pull me farther out until I can get out where the wind is clean, and we'll go ahead and do my launch at that point.
There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drink melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go to Kokomo? We'll get there fast and then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We gotta go, Martinique, that Montserrat mystique. We'll put out to sea, and we'll perfect our chemistry. By and by we'll defy a little bit of gravity. Afternoon delight, cocktails and